Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leads. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strict mind and intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The fee rewards, extremes punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood. Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leads. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strict mind and intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The fee rewards, extremes punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood.
Oh what's going on? What's going on? Good Thursday morning to y'all good people out there. Welcome back to Attraction Economics. This is your guy, Big Dog Barking. And as y'all in that building, hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm got a little bit of a hangover, whatever the case may be. I'm still high from last night, put it like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, as y'all in the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you would like to donate to the channel, please hit the cash app $ Big Dog Barking 2132. Big donation, small donation. All donations I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? But I know we in a bad economy. You know what I'm saying? Gas prices done shot back up. Groceries done shot back up. All that good shit right there. So I understand. So if you could dig deep in your pocket and donate, that's cool. If you can't, I also understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing the show. So anyway, today's topic, and y'all had to excuse me. I might be up here for a short time. My grandson here, and I love my grandson. Matter of fact, what's so funny is last night we were watching the game. We were watching the Orlando Philadelphia playing game last night, and it was me, my wife, my mom-in-law, her dude, and my brother-in-law, and the baby was in here. My grandson was in here with us while we were watching the game. He a baby, my grandson. So my mom-in-law put him on the floor, let him crawl around and shit like that. And he'll crawl and he'll stop. Then he'll try to stand up. My wife was so crazy, like, oh, he gonna bust his head, he gonna hit his head on the fireplace, he gonna hit his head on the fireplace, and did. And I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there like, all right, let me get my grandson. So I get him, I put him back on the floor. I'm like, I like, he wanna stand up. So I got this thing with my grandson. Is that, when I got him, and he a baby, but they gotta learn. So when I get him, you know, he sit in my lap, and I pick him up, stand him up in my lap, and he's smart enough to know how to sit down and stand up. Like I tell him to sit down, he know how to sit down. He tell him stand up, he'll try to stand up. So that's what it was. I put him on the floor. I like show him you can sit down. He sit down. He show him he can sit down. He know how to sit down. So once he sat down, I said, show him you can stand up. So he holding on to my fingers. I'm holding on to him. You know what I'm saying? And he pulling himself up. And he kept doing that over and over. Every time he stand up, he get to hollering and shit like that. Cause I have to acknowledge to my grandson. At I think what 8 months. I know he'd be 1 in July. Like his birthday a couple days after my birthday. I have to acknowledge to my grandson, even though he's a couple of months, 8 months, I think, that you smart. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You very smart as a black boy. You smart. You might have to cut con to tell my grandson he's smart every time he do something. You know what I'm saying? He clap his hand. We acknowledge he not to clap his hand. We acknowledge him that we let him know like you know what you're doing, grandson. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never let people tell you you're not smart. We're never gonna say you're stupid or nothing like that. You know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just that a lot of people don't give time to focus on their kids, their grandkids, or whatever the case may be, nieces and nephews, whatever the case may be. We don't focus on them when they do shit, even how, in regards to how big or small it is. We don't focus on it. We don't applaud them for doing the shit. And when we applaud them, they go further. They'll push. You know what I'm saying? They'll do some more and more and more because they know they get some recognition. They know they family love them and shit like that. So it was just a little something. You know what I'm saying? Just a little something that me and my grandson do. Like I said, that's another reason why I I, I say the shit I say. Like I'm not finna be doing all day panels and shit like that because I like being a granddad. I just hate that my granddaughter not in Memphis, she in Charlotte, but I love being a granddad. I got other shit going on outside of entertaining and educating people all day, every day. Even though I like doing that shit, I like being around my grandson. He here and there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I might be up here 2 hours. I might be up here for 40 minutes. I don't know, but he back there watching what he watching? Baby, this dancing fruit shit. He up there watching dancing fruit. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just close the door because I know he get loud, and let me go and get the good people what they want for, however I get it to them, and it is what it is. So just getting that little shit out the way before we talk some real shit. So the title for today is Why people chase what ignores them. And I'm finna explain the psychology. Why do people chase what ignores them? Well, I say this a lot. And it's because it's curiosity. It's the unknown. That's one part of it. That's one part of it. But this is another part on why people chase people who ignore them, but overlook the people that actually fool with them. Why do you chase somebody that's ignoring you, but overlook the people that really want to be with you, really want to fuck with you? That's a question. A lot of y'all can't answer that question, and I'm gonna tell you why y'all can't answer that question. You know what I'm saying? And again, when I be in these spaces and I be hearing these guys talking, and then like you getting mad because the female you want be rejected you, and you're so obsessed with a female that's not giving you the time of day. Why? Why is you chasing her for one? And then why are you so obsessed with her when she rejected you? Now, and why does the further away somebody go increase the desire? Because attraction is rarely about love. It's often about value, ego, and perception. Why do you chase what you can't have? Why do you obsess over something that don't want you? And why do you love something that's further away from you? Why? There's a reason behind this. We're gonna break it down. But it's a reason behind why you do what you do for somebody that don't want you and ignore somebody that actually want to deal with you. It's a reason. Part one, scarcity creates value. And as y'all end in the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? So part one, scarcity creates value. Human beings are wired to notice what feels rare. When something is easy to when something is easy to access, we often feel like it. We often take it for granted. Y'all have to really excuse me, man. Uh, bear with me. we some man. When something is easy to access, we often take it for granted. But when it feels limited, unavailable, uncertain, it becomes more valuable in the mind. That's why people chase what ignores them. It's not always the person, it's the scarcity. The less available something appears, the more attention it commands. That's true in relationships, business, and status. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be chasing behind shit that you think is valuable because you don't see it a lot. That's why I hear dudes all they talking about they want the chick that has the low body count or zero body count, the natural hair, the natural body, and all that. Ooh, they crave that. They obsessed with it. But the funny thing about it is that you're chasing behind something that has better options. Excuse me. You're chasing behind somebody that has better options than you. And that's a problem to you, not a problem to them. When I hear guys say men don't have options, you do have options. Don't fool yourself and say you don't have options. You have options. You just don't like the options you have because they don't fit the prototype of what social media tells you is the perfect option. That's the problem. You're chasing behind something that social media told you is the perfect option. And because the perfect option don't have time for you, you feel some type of way. And that's why you come up here and I hear you every day, all day, every day, talking about an option that don't pay you no attention. You're obsessed with that option. You're obsessed with this facade of the perfect female. Now I don't know because your mama was the perfect vision of a woman to you and you trying to match the same vision you had of her growing up and she gotta be just as good or better than your mama. I don't know. I don't know. To each his own. I don't know what's going on in your head. But you're obsessed about a female that exists. This lady does exist. Now I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that the lady you're looking for don't exist. She does. But again, it's other options that she looking at. It's better options than you. They might not be better people than you. They might not be a better man than you. They're just a better option than you. They probably could put her in a position you can't put her in. And of course, why would you get mad at a female that can be put in the position she want to be put in by a dude that could put her in that position and it's not you? And you know it's not you. You know it's not you. This not the bad. It's just reality. I want you to be real with yourself. I want you to look in the mirror and be real with yourself. And bro, you know, Shawty, you've been chasing down that's in this class with you that you see on campus all the day. It might take a couple of classes with you and shit like that. You know, you like her. There's a lot of dudes that like her, and she's your vision of perfection. It's a lot. She's a lot of dudes' vision of perfection. What are you gonna do to get her when you know it's other dudes that want her? See, that's a competition, and I see now, and ever since the invention of the participation trophies, I see now is that y'all don't like to compete. Y'all don't like to fight. Y'all don't like to do shit. Y'all just want somebody to give you shit and say, here you go, because you a dude. I'm gonna give you this chick right here and let you do what you want to do with it. And when you get tired of it, you can get rid of it, and somebody gonna give you another one that's just as good or better than the one you just threw away. That's how y'all look at shit. When the truth of the matter is, bro, you gotta compete for some of this shit. I will admit that it's a small percentage of female that's gonna fuck with you just off the strength of you. It's a percentage of female that's gonna fuck with you off the strength of just who you are. No questions asked. No gimmicks, no tricks, no nothing. Just be you. It's a couple of females that fuck with you just off the strength of you being you. And some that you have to maybe razzle dazzle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just for them to get with you. And there's some of them that ain't fucking with you no matter what you do. And there's some that don't even like me. They like what you like. That's the way of the world. That's what it is right now. Accept it. There's a small percentage of the women you come across every day that want you for you. And it's a small percentage of women that you have to razzle dazzle to get them to fuck with you. The problem y'all be having is the woman you want, regardless of the situation, got to get with you, regardless of the situation. That's the problem. You're going behind a chick that don't even know you exist, and you feel some type of way because she won't acknowledge your existence. But it's another chick that's on campus with you, that's at work with you, that's in the military with you, whatever the case may be, that you see every day that actually wants you. They admired by you. They like how you smell. They like how you talk. They like how you walk. And they sit up like the old school movies and shit. They sit there and write your name in their tablet. Oh, all the extra bullshit on them rom coms and shit like that back in the 80s. They writing your name all on their notebook and shit like that. Yeah, there's some females like that in 2026 that really want to fuck with you, bro. But you too busy wrapped up in a female that don't fuck with you. You're overlooking your own blessings. Because what somebody told you is the perfect blessing. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. And like I said, I'm not going to dive deep into this type of shit. Y'all already know this shit. It's just basic human behavior, psychology. You want what you can't have. And when you get it, you don't want it. That's basically what this shit is today. You want what you can't have. And then once you get it, you don't want it. You just want it because you can't get it. That's all this shit really is. And like I said, you're obsessed over it until you get it. And one of the funny things about this shit is like I always say, is like niggas obsessed over they want to be husbands all of a sudden. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up, nigga. You ain't did shit, and you talking about you want to be a husband, you want a wife, and all that. Like that's good game. That's good game. To try to convince females you not like every other man. You want to settle down. You want to have the picket fence and the 2.5 keys and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And when truth be told, you just want to smash and send her about her way when things don't go right. Because you also believe is that if she gained 5 pounds, you can exercise options. So keep it consistent. That's all I ask from y'all. I don't ask a lot from y'all. Oh, hold up. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And the fact, hold up. I know I did something wrong. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I know I did something wrong. What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna get better at reading my chat, man. That really would be part of my problem, man. You know. But yeah. So excuse me. You obsessed over a female that don't fuck with you, and the female that do want to fuck with you, you won't even look at her direction because she don't fit what social media tells you, what the content creators tell you, what the red pills and the manosphere tell you is the perfect vision of femininity. I get it, but let's continue. Part two: rejection challenges the ego. I just write up some of y'all guys at right now. Rejection challenges the ego. Sometimes people don't chase because they care. No, you're not chasing because you care. They chase because their ego was challenged. Interesting. Being ignored can feel like a loss. It can create questions. Why not me? What do they see that I don't? How do I lose this? How did I lose this? Now it's no longer about connection. It becomes about proving worth. And many people confuse ego pursuit with genuine desire. So again, it ain't that you really like the chick. It's that she told you no. Yeah, I can hear my grandson like that. So it's not that you really like her, it's that she told you no. Because again, think about it. You're chasing behind perfection. You're chasing behind what you saw, what content creators and told you is the right version of a female, the perfect version of a female. And you can't get it because she's out of your reach for whatever reason. So you get on these motherfucking panels and you start complaining about what's out of your reach. And not because you really like them, it's because they told you no. And that crushed your ego. And as a man, we have big egos. We ain't supposed to be told no. We go out there. Well, I know how we used to be when we were coming up in the 90s and shit like that. Was that we can go out there and get any female walking. I still believe that to this day. Even though I'm well out the way. I still believe that to this day. But as men, we believe we can conquer any female that's walking. That's ego. And our ego get bruised when it's a female that we're pursuing that don't want to get caught. It's constantly running, it's constantly moving out the way. It's constantly like no. Every turn it's a no. That bruises your ego because she told you no. And you keep chasing because she told you no. You keep going out of the way. You keep crashing out. You keep doing this, that, and the third because Shawty told you no. Not because you really want it, because she told you no. And if I take my own anecdotal experiences, that a lot of people say that, about me and my wife, because my wife will sit there and tell you that nigga would shoot his shot at me for a year straight. Now, in all honesty, I shoot shots. I love women. And I had to keep telling her, even though she is correct, I did shoot my shot at her for a whole year. The shots I was taking were just practice shots. They weren't game shots. But as I coached, and I tell my players, you shoot like this in practice so you can shoot like this in the game. So when it really counts, you can make these shots. So yeah, I shot my shot at my wife for a whole motherfucking year. Them practice shots. Cause at the same time I'm shooting shots at her, I'm shooting shots at other women. The same time I'm shooting shots at my wife, I had other girlfriends. This is just practice. Just to make sure I still got it. Just make sure my game still tight. Make sure that when I really have to shoot a shot for the count, for the game one, I can make it. This practice. I don't give a damn about you telling me no. This practice. Because as you see, I can shoot a shot. And then you tell me no, okay, cool, whatever. And then a couple of minutes later, you see me shooting another shot at another female. And you like, damn, what the fuck? How you gonna try to talk to me and talk to her at the same time? This practice, baby. This is practice. This ain't nothing but it. This is nothing but it. Trust me, my ego is big anyway. You telling me no don't do shit for my ego. That's just you telling me no. Because I know I'm confident enough to say I'll go out there and get me a chick. No problem. No problem. I can go get a chick. You know I got girlfriends. It ain't like I'm just shooting shots and I ain't got no women. You know I got a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend that work up here with us. And I'm shooting shots at you. You feel what I'm saying? This is not ego. This me saying I'm that nigga. Regardless of what you say to me, I'm still that nigga. I still got shit going on. See, a lot of y'all niggas shoot shots because you ain't never practiced it. So you just gonna go out there and there's a difference between dudes that play for fun and dudes that play for real. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always tell my son about community ball. He's like, when he get home from school, get out of school, he go straight to community center. Wait if I get out of work and just be playing around with the boys at the community center playing basketball. And I used to always tell my son, like, bro, don't be fucking around with those little boys that you better than and let them beat you. It's like, it's all they're gonna do is all they need is I'll shoot you. And you a shooter. And I remember one time I come home from work, I go get him from the community center. So I walk in the door, coach, I beat Lil Dog. I'm like, who? You beat who? My son? Oh, okay. I go in the gym. I see Lil Dog. I said, Lil Dog, you let this nigga beat you. He's like, see what happened? I said, no. And I pulled him to the side. I said, this is what happens. I said, you better than them and you playing with them. And all you need to do is let them stay around long enough to feel confident in their game when you actually can squash them. But you let them play around. You playing around with the competition. So they beat you, and now they bragging about you. Beating. Yeah. Excuse me, my mouth tongue tied. I don't know what the fuck going on. Anyway, I said, when you practice your shots, you gonna make them whether you bullshitting or not. I could bullshit. I could bullshit because I do a lot of practice. I practice early. So now when I'm in my 20s, I said this other day, like, man, I'm 20 years in with my wife. I'm reclining. I'm getting my feet kicked up smoking cigars, and I can overlook the game from a Kobe Bryant or a KG or a Paul Pierce or a Gill or somebody like that. I can overlook the game and see where y'all fucked up at because I already took the shots. I know where y'all fucking up at. Y'all not practicing. You're not practicing so where your game had a little refinement to it. You just shooting shots that you never shot before. What the hell you shooting at? Why are you shooting at a female you know and you ain't never dealt with before? Why you shooting shots at the female you never dealt with before instead of shooting shots at the female that's more in your bracket, more in your league? We not in the same league. We don't shoot at the same basket. Why you shoot at the basket you know you ain't supposed to shoot at? Why? And you ain't never shot a shot before. That's stupid. You're shooting at somebody. You trying to get at a chick that you never got at before. You never practiced getting at chicks. You never talked to girls in high school or middle school, even elementary school. You never talked to them because you always was scared they were gonna tell you no. And now all of a sudden you got enough nuts to shoot at a female that you never got at before, and you never got at female before. Think about what you're doing. Don't worry about what she doing. Think about what you're doing. You know you ain't never done this before. Never done this before for whatever reason. And you can go back, look at whatever TV show, whatever movie you want to. Reality. You ain't practiced nothing. You haven't practiced nothing. And you gonna go in the game, no practice. You ain't shooting. You don't practice. You cold. You finna go in the game and hit the game winner against the number one seed in the playoffs to win the series. And you don't practice and you don't do nothing, but you finna hit the game winner. Bet. Go ahead, try it. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Probability, you ain't gonna make it. That's not hate, that's reality. But because you got this big inflated ego, you feel like you can make whatever shot you take and you brick. You want to keep shooting. I'm like, okay, this is how we lose. This is how we lose. Because of your ego. Because you want to be the man. Okay, keep shooting. And I keep watching the score on the board keep changing, and it's like it's not in my favor. I'm keep shooting, it's not in my favor, and we keep shooting, it's not in my favor, and then everything, we down by 30. And then you want to come tell me that it's my fault you down by 30. No, why you keep shooting? Why you keep shooting? Didn't somebody tell you stop? Or your ego told you keep going because you got to prove that you can shoot. Which one is it? Which one is it? But because of ego, you're chasing her, not because you even want to, not even because you want to really be with her. It's because she told you no. And that was your only option. You're focused on this one outcome and it keeps telling you no, and you're getting mad. And I have to hear about how she did you wrong. It's like, nigga, you didn't even know what the fuck you were doing. You didn't know what the hell you were doing. Anyway, y'all like, share, and subscribe to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Part 3. Uncertainty becomes addictive. Oh, addiction. Oh, oh, addiction. Consistency feels safe, but uncertainty creates emotional spikes. One moment attention, one moment attention, next moment distance. The unpredictability can keep people emotionally attached because the brain starts chasing resolution. They're not chasing peace. They're chasing closure. And many people stay stuck because they think intensity means what? Intensity means meaning. It doesn't. Y'all have to forgive me. But again, uncertainty becomes addictive. And again, you want closure. Why you keep telling me no? Why you keep telling me no? I'm gonna keep chasing you until you tell me yeah. It's like you going to the me and my brother-in-law, matter of fact, we had a conversation. He like to gamble and sometimes gambling get his ass in trouble. And he had already came up. He came up on the Philadelphia game. He came up off table tennis. I was shocked. Excuse me. I was shocked and surprised when he told me he had just hit for on some table tennis. I'm like, oh, excuse me. I said, okay, table tennis, whatever. So we got to talking, and we were watching Golden State and the Clippers last night, passing the jump back and forth. And he kept on talking about, man, I want to bet, I want to bet, I want to bet. He kept looking at the line change, the in live, live betting and all. He like, man, the line, the number, the spreads and change, and I'm like, bruh. I said, either you gonna do it or you ain't gonna do it. I said, scared money ain't gonna make no money. So you constantly pacing, you constantly thinking to yourself, should you bet or not? Because you want to bet. I'm like, but at the same time, you don't have to bet if you don't want to. I said, what it is this right here. Your ass know it's a chance you might hit if you bet. And that rush, that thrill of winning is a motherfucker. It's addictive. The problem is you don't want to lose. And I'm telling him, like, bro, you can watch the game without putting money on the game, bro. I bet. But I don't bet on every game. I don't bet on every player. Like, bro, I know when to like bet. I'm a bet what I want to bet. But I like watching the game. I'm telling him, like, bro, you don't have to bet just for the sake of betting. So watch the game. Just watch the game. Enjoy the game. Because at one point in time, you were watching the game for the love of the game. You love football. You love basketball. And then when gambling started coming into effect, when they legalized the shit, now it's like you can't even watch the game without damn giving yourself a heart attack because you putting some money on the game. I'm like, bro, you just can't enjoy the game no more. And that's you. Me and my son, I can sit up and watch football and basketball and baseball all motherfucking day and not put money on none game and enjoy the game. I said, but the unpredictability of hitting is a motherfucker. And you'll keep on going and going and going until you get to a place where you can't recover because of your addiction, because of the thrill, because of the high you get, the unpredictability. That's what keeps you going. And you get attached emotionally. You get attached to this outcome because you put your money on this game and you're attached to an outcome. And if you don't hit the outcome, you crashing out. And I had to tell him, I said, bro, I make bets. When I make parlays, it could be 25 legs, it could be 10 legs, it could be 4 legs, whatever the case may be. And I had to tell him, I said, bro, I got a high percentage of hitting on parlays. I got a very high percentage. I said, but the cash out, I barely get the cash out. And he was looking at me, I said, bro, I can put a 13 leg parlay in and I'll be 11 for 13. I said, yeah. Overall, my percentage is high. I could call the winner. The payout low. I don't get paid because somebody might be off that night. Somebody that I did my research on and did and I put the bet in. I'm for sure they're gonna do this. I remember one time I put in the sheet in and Cal in the town, double machine. Oh yeah, he for sure gonna get a double. No doubt. I got confidence in Cat to get a double because he averaged a double. Oh, I'm confident he gonna get a double. Nigga had about 4 rebounds. I was like, man, fuck you, Cat. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, Cat. I've known this man gets doubles and all of a sudden he don't do shit. And I'm like, oh, bro, you done blew my money. But the stats which I love showed that Cat gets a double. So why not? I know I watched the game. I watched him in Minnesota. I watched him in Kentucky. Watched him in Minnesota. Watch him in New York. I know he gets doubles. And you mean tell me this one particular night I put money on you, you don't get the double? Oh, fuck you, Cat. Now, if you ask me to put some money on Cat again for a double, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Because the law of averages say he gonna get a double. You know what I'm saying? It's the uncertainty. It's the part where he didn't get it that's like, oh damn, bro, I got money riding on you, your ass don't get it. Now I'm fucked up. Fuck you, Cat. But again, I'm not that attached to cat getting a double to where I crash out. And see what it is, y'all so attached to the outcome of dealing with a chick that's out of your league, you're constantly crashing out. You're addicted to that shit. You're addicted to rejection. There it is. A lot of y'all guys are addicted to rejection. You like being told no. You like chasing after something you can't get in order for you to come back and complain about it. You won't do what's best for you. No, you want to keep on doing what you can't do to prove something to somebody. And when you can't do it, now you come crashing down and complaining, talking about they wouldn't let me do it. No, you couldn't do it. Not with that lady. Not with that particular female. She told you no. And instead of moving on or instead of just bullshit, like, again, shoot your shots. Ain't nothing wrong with shooting your shots, but when she tell you no, when you tied her to the outcome, like you gotta have her and you can't get her and you mad, like, bro, what are you mad for? It's a chick right behind her. Shoot shot at her. Go at her. It's one right behind her. And she might like you. She just waiting for you to say something. You won't. Because you so mad at the one in front of her that told you no. You addicted to rejection. You addicted to crashing out. You're addicted. And you need to know why she won't holler at you. It's a reason why she won't holler at you, bro. It could be you ugly. Could be you broke. Could be you dusty. Could be you short. Could be you black as night. Could be you too light. Could be whatever. Could be you fat. It could be whatever reason. That's her reason for not liking you. That's her reason. That's her reason. You can't get mad at her for her standards. Like, no, you don't qualify for whatever reason. You don't qualify. And because you care about her so much, and again, you didn't even that you care about you because you can't get her. Because she keeps telling you no. And because she keeps telling you why it's no, you can't take the rejection. It's like, no, 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 no. No, you got to tell me yes. I need you in my life. No. And you can't deal with it. But you keep going for it. That's just like a junkie. You don't need it, but you want it. And you get high off some bullshit. And then when you crash, and then it's like I need you high again. Like you live off being rejected. That what thrives you in these spaces is rejection. That what thrives you. That will motivate you is getting rejected. And it's crazy is that sound thing about it. The fear of the word no is addictive. You won't do what you do because of the word no. You keep doing what you do because of the you keep doing what you're doing because you ain't getting what you want. And instead of trying to better the situation, you keep on doing the same shit over and over again. Keep getting that same fucking fucked up rush. And then when they calm down, you get on these motherfucking panels complaining. And you go right back and do it again. You ain't learning your lesson. You just chasing the high. You ain't trying to go to rehab. You like the high. That's what this shit is. You like the high. You like the high of projection. You like how it makes you feel. That's some silly, sick shit. That's some silly, sick shit. Anyway, powerful. Why this happen everywhere? This doesn't just happen in dating. It ain't just dating. People, people chase jobs that reject them. They chase status symbols they can't afford. They chase approval from people who never give it. They chase audiences that barely notice them. Why? Because humans often assign value based on resistance. If it's hard to get, it must matter. But difficulty does not equal worth. So basically, what that tell you is like if it ain't easy, if it's worth something, it must be hard to get. You know what I'm saying? If it's hard to get, it must be worth something. That's what we always been told. That's what we always been told. But just because it's hard to get doesn't mean it's valuable. Just because they play hard to get does not mean they're a good person. Again, you're going after a job that's not gonna hire you. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to work at McDonald's for some strange reason. Now, every time I go to a McDonald's, I would always fill out an application, and I would never get a call back from McDonald's. It was just a thing for me. It's like I want to work at McDonald's. There's a lot of people I knew that were going to school with me that were working at McDonald's. I'm like, I just want to work at McDonald's. I want to work at McDonald's. McDonald's never had me, never hired me. Many applications I put in for McDonald's, they never hired me. I'm like, why I can't work at McDonald's? That it really crossed my mind why I can't work at McDonald's when everybody else that I know that was in school with me was working at McDonald's. Why McDonald's won't hire me? What is it about me that McDonald's don't like? You know what I'm saying? I come to work, I do whatever y'all ask me to do. You know, I just want to wear a McDonald's uniform, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to work for McDonald's. They never hired me. I put in plenty applications, never hired me. That was a job that just didn't want me. That was a company that didn't want me. And I chased it every time I went to a McDonald's for a period of time. I just wanted to work at McDonald's. They never hired me. I was determined to work for McDonald's at one point in time. Never hired me. They chase status symbols they can't afford. Again, think about this shit. Now, I'm not gonna put a skin tone on this. I don't want to be labeled as oh, you don't like your own kind. I love being a nigga. I love being a nigga. Don't get that twisted. I'm ratchet. I'm ghetto. I'm with all the shit. So don't get this twisted. But the truth of the matter is, bro, we buy shit we can't afford just to show off. And there's a lot of videos I watch when I'm not watching manosphere shit, when I'm not watching relationship content, whatever the case may be. I watch a lot of business shit. I watch a lot of business, economics and shit like that. And I be watching, shit about the alcohol industry, the clothes industry, the shoe. And it was like, well, we're overpaying for shit that don't even matter. And last year when they were talking about the China shit when the tariffs first hit and all that type of shit right there, and they was like, bruh, they started showing shit like nigga, all the shit you paying thousands of dollars for, we make this shit over here for nothing. You can come over here and get this shit straight out the factory, straight out the warehouse for little or nothing. Little or nothing. I'm looking on TikTok and these manufacturers posting shit straight out of, like, bro, we got the shit over here. We make the shit. Y'all spend $1,000 for shit we make for like $20. Come get the shit for $20. And a lot of folks were feeling some type of way. It's like, uh, I don't care what they say. I'm still gonna go to the mall. I'm still gonna go to the store and pay this marked up price for the shit. And they telling you like, bruh, we literally make this shit. Like we literally make this shit. Like I said, let's look at as a man. Look at a box of Jordans. I know you got at least one box of Jordans. Look at your box of Jordans. And somewhere on that box, it's gonna say made in Bangladesh, made in Taiwan, made somewhere. It's not made in USA. It's made somewhere across the water, somewhere in another country. That tells you right there what them folks was saying is true. I worked for Nike, and I'm telling you, we pay two something for a pair of Jordans that don't cost two something to make. The upcharge is ridiculous. The upcharge is ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? You're paying for something that you really can't afford. Gucci, Louis, Birkins. You can't afford that shit. Why the fuck would you spend $50,000 on the bag and you ain't got $50,000 put in the bag? You can't afford it. You can't afford them Beyonce tickets. You wouldn't give up your whole motherfucking rent and light bill just to go see B perform. And then after you have your experience, and shout out to experiences, you come back to reality and realize your life's gonna cut out and you're gonna get put out. And you ain't got nowhere to go. But you had an experience. And again, going back to niggas, it's like, bro, I'm a nigga. I already know, nigga, you willing to spend a lot of money on some gas. And you can't afford the gas, but you want the gas because you got to show out for the niggas that's around you or some chick. I got you. You go and spend money on shirts and jeans and shoes that you can't afford, but you willing to show out. You willing to overspend on bottles in the club just to let motherfuckers know you got bottles in the club. You're paying for statuses you can't afford. And a lot of the shit you trying to buy ain't even worth the money you spending. You're getting bust over the head just so you can say I got on this Versace belt, this Gucci shirt. You getting your head busted for some shit that they promote to you on purpose. Just so you can feel like you're rich. And the truth of the matter is, nigga, that shit ain't worth it. That shit ain't worth it. But you're paying for it. And you wonder why other communities are ahead. Because they don't pay for that dumbass shit. You do. We do. I done it. I'm not excluding myself. I know I done it. So we're paying for a status symbol we can't afford. You buying a car, like I said, tax time here. Yesterday was the 15th with the last day to file tax. A lot of people filed tax already. They already got their tax money. And you buying cars you can't afford. You probably can buy the car, but you can't afford the maintenance. It's cool to get the car. It's cool to ride them motherfuckers till some shit start fucking up. Now you gotta go get shit fixed. It costs an arm and leg take to the dealership. They busting your head. Then you try to go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or some shit like that and try to get the parts. That shit high hell in the auto store. And then you gotta go find somebody, a shade tree to fix the motherfucker that actually know how to fix the motherfucker. So how many times you gonna find different shade tree mechanics to fix your car? Put on this part that bust your head. They actually know what they doing. You're gonna end up fucking up the car more and more and more and more till it's gonna end up in your yard and ain't going nowhere because you keep getting motherfuckers that don't know what they doing fixing on the car that you too cheap to take to damn dealership to fix on because you ain't got the money. But you got the car. Have fun with it. So again, you're chasing the status symbol you can't afford. You're chasing the status symbol you can't afford. You're chasing jobs you can't get. You know what I'm saying? You looking for approval from people that don't even recognize you. You doing everything you doing just to get somebody to notice you. Say, hey, how you doing, neighbor? Hey, good job, Bill. All that type of shit right there. You're chasing approval and validation from people that don't even notice you. Don't give two fucks about you. Why? Why? You just need some validation. You just need some validation. And then you're chasing after an audience that don't even notice you.
You're chasing the audience that don't even notice you. And again, if I use myself, it's like I said, I look at my numbers. My numbers ain't extravagant, but I'm not chasing the audience either, though. See, a lot of folks like, oh, you just say this, this. No, I do what feel right to me. I don't need everybody. I just need the right motherfuckers. I'm not trying to just do shit to go viral in a space that I have nothing to do with, just so I get some attention. No, no, I'm not doing all that dumb ass shit. And again, you feel like because it's hard to get, it must be worth something. In some cases, it is. In most cases, it's not. It's just the resistance that makes you think it's worth something. Just the fact that you heard the word no, you think it's valuable. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know. I don't know. What's valuable to you? If getting a certain type of female is valuable to you, it's valuable to you. If she keep telling you no, she must be valuable to you. If you keep complaining about her, she must have some type of worth. See, what I realize is that when y'all sit up here and tell women that they think they too much, all they let me know that you can't get her. She needs to lower her standard. She need to lower her value so you can get her. That's it. And again, going back to what I said in my prior life, this is why y'all don't like me. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're chasing behind a female that don't value you. You're chasing after women that don't value you, and because you can't get them, you complain about them, but you keep going back to them. And now you want them to actually lower their standard so you can have a chance to get them. But the only thing you want to do with them is fuck them and send them about their way. That's it. You really don't want to get married. You don't want to be in no relationship. You want to fuck a chick that don't want to give you no pussy. You want to fuck a chick that don't want to give you no pussy. And that shit bothers you because you feel like you supposed to get all the pussy. But a realist no, you're not finna get every female you talk to. You're not. Sounds good. Not finna happen. Not finna happen. You can play that shit on the Sims if you want to, but that shit not finna happen. Part five. The real power move. The strongest people stop chasing what ignores them. They ask better questions. Is this aligned with me? Is this healthy? Is this mutual? Am I pursuing value or proving something? Because the moment you stop needing validation, you become harder harder to control. My bad. And the moment you value peace over pursuit, your standards rise. See, you stop chasing and you start asking questions. Does this fit? Does this work? Is this in alignment with what I got going on? You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking for peace or I'm looking to prove something, it is something I really want, or it is something that somebody told me to have. Them are the questions that the better men ask themselves as they get older and they go forward in life. See, what y'all doing is saying basically what y'all wanting is somebody that cook, clean, and fuck on demand. You ain't asking for shit. You're not asking for shit but basic dumbass shit that any nigga can get from any female. That shit ain't hard to get. Y'all make it hard. It ain't that hard, bro. My wife wasn't cooking when me and her started talking. That she cooked all the time. Y'all want some basic shit. And don't even give a fuck if y'all on the same page. As long as she could do X, Y, and Z, we good, and we can be total opposites. We ain't never gotta be in the line. Ain't that crazy that y'all would sit up here and be arguing with females that y'all have nothing in common with? All because you want her to be in alignment with you. She ain't nowhere near in alignment with you. Why are you gonna chase after a female that's a party girl? That's a party girl. They ain't taking life seriously. And you get with her. And you know what it is when you get with her. And then try to make her be something that she ain't. She'll tell you, nigga, I didn't sign up to be your wife. I signed up to be your jack. You knew what it was when you got with me. Why you trying to make her be something that she don't want to be? And try to shame, blame, and explain that shit in her motherfucking head. Is like, you supposed to act like this because you a woman. Some women are hoes. It's just in them. Some women ain't shit. It's just in them. Some women, you might not be the nigga that bring out the best feminine qualities in her. It's the reality. It's reality. You're not looking at your situation. You're not looking at who you are as a man. And get yourself together, then try to find a woman that's on your page. No, you're trying to get a woman that's not on your page to be on your page. You're trying to get somebody that's not on your page, that has no earthly reason to be on your page, don't want to be on your page, but somehow, some way, it's addictive to try to get this chick on your page. It's an addiction. And instead of showing dominance, instead of showing power, instead of showing your balls, and actually turning down certain females to get the better females, like the real better females that actually fuck with you and actually gonna do what you ask them to do and shit like that. Instead of you turning down a big booty and some big ass titties, and just cause your dick hard, you gotta stick your dick inside of somebody and then get mad when the motherfucker you fucking don't want to act right. Instead of you doing that shit, go get somebody that actually fuck with you. That actually has some shit in common with you. That actually want to do what the fuck you want to do. Now, by all means, make sure you don't get no booger wolf. What you like is what you like. What makes your dick hard may not make my dick hard, but each his own. You feel me? To each his own. Make sure you get what you like physically, but also make sure she do what you want the fuck she wants you to do. Make sure y'all on the same page. And if not, by all means, get rid of her. You'll get another one. By all means, get rid of her and get you another one. Because I'm trying to tell y'all guys this right here. Find out who the fuck you is, bruh. Find out what type of man you is. But practice. Go to practice. Shoot your shots. Practice. You never know how good you actually can be at this game unless you practice. You gotta shoot the shots. You gotta miss. You gotta miss in order for you to make them. If I could tell you how many Saturdays I would have to get up on a Saturday morning, get this nigga out the bed, get my son out the bed, and take his ass to the gym. Come on, bro, let's get your shots up. Let's get your shots up. For 2 hours, 9 to 11. Soon as the gym over, we the first motherfuckers in the gym, and we up out that bitch by 11. 2 hours. Nothing but shots. Different types of shots. And now you tell little dog, little bro, you want to be a shooter? We're going to shoot. You want to be a shooter? We're going to shoot. We're going to shoot. If you don't want to do nothing else on the floor but shoot, okay, we're going to shoot. 2 hours on Saturdays. This is after practice through the week. This is after games through the week. He might got a game on Saturday. He gonna get them shots up. He gonna get them shots up. So now, when he go to the game, when he playing in crucial games, because the boy got ice in his veins, he ain't scared of the moment. Now he confident enough to like, I can shoot the shot. Hit or miss. I had enough confidence to shoot the shot. But that come from practice. That come from him shooting the shots that don't nobody want to really work on. He'll shoot them. He'll shoot them. I told y'all before, the boy got energy and range. He got ice in his veins. He willing to take the shot. And if it go in, yeah, he gonna take the victory. Yeah, y'all gonna love him for hitting that shot. I know y'all is. And if he missed, guess what? I shot it. Y'all was scared to shoot it. I shot it. I took the shot. It didn't go in. At least I took the shot. I missed. I can live with the miss. He for sure gonna live with the hit. He for sure gonna live with it when it drop. But if he miss, he like, hey, I shot it. You didn't shoot it. You ran from it. I shot it. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. You gotta practice the shots, bruh. You gotta go practice. You gotta learn how to take the rejection and keep going because you working on your craft. You getting mad because you shooting the shot and mad at the goal because it won't go in. There's something wrong with the goal. Work on your shot. Because you already looking at the goal. The goal might be raggedy as fuck. It might be leaning to the front, leaning to the side, or whatever the case may be. You still shooting on the bitch, ain't it? Knowing there's a good chance your shot ain't getting good because you shooting on a fucked up bad goal. But over time, you keep shooting on this fucked up bad goal, you're gonna know every angle to make your shot go in on this fucked up bad goal. Now the limitation is you can only play on this fucked up bad goal. Know your lane. You play on this This is the only goal you can play on. You playing on this fucked up bad goal. You're playing in the league that you're good at. That's your league. That's what you known for. You got good at playing that on this bad ass goal. Now we play in a better gym on a better goal, and the same shot you making in the bad league, in the bad gym, on the bad goal that's going in because it's fucked up, and you used to it. Now you go to something better, and the same shot that you taking here ain't falling. And now you mad at who? The goal? No, you can't be mad at the goal. The goal just got better. That means get your shot better. All that bullshit you were doing on that fucked up bad goal might not work up on that good goal. Work on your game. Don't blame the goal. Work on your game. You see the goal done changed. The shot ain't falling. The same shit you doing ain't working. Now you gotta change. Or go back to the fucked up ass goal. That's how this shit really is, bro. You're chasing something that you can't get, and you're addicted to the high. You're addicted to the rejection. You're addicted to it. You're going all out of your way for a female that ain't paying you no motherfucking attention. You're doing that shit. Now, if that's what you're gonna do, better your game. Better your shot choices. If that's what you're gonna do. Better your shot choices. Or just get good at the goal you at. And realize that this is where I'm comfortable at. This is where I want to be at. This is the level I'm on. I'm good here. So anybody that playing me on this goal, they already understand this is where I'm good at. This is what I'm good at. This is my level. And I'm looking for teammates. I'm looking for players that's on my level. If she out your league, she out your league. You want her? Work on your game. If she in your league, accept it. That's where you at. So anyway,
I said all that to say this right here, Rick. Go to rehab. Go to rehab, Rick. Go to rehab. See, people chase what ignores them because scarcity, ego, and uncertainty distorts perception. But maturity is learning that what values you what values you back is often worth more than what makes you chase. The question isn't why they ignore you. The real question is why you're still running after them. Yeah, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I appreciate y'all coming through. But again, as you get older, you're gonna realize why you still chasing after females that don't want you instead of going after females that like you. Why are you still letting females that don't want you bother you? Why you still letting them bother you? And why you keep saying why they don't fuck with you? Why? Why you keep asking them questions? I'm gonna ask you why you still chasing behind her. You want to know why she keep telling you no? I'm gonna say why you keep chasing her. If you keep getting the same results over and over again, you keep complaining about your motherfucking results. Why you keep chasing them? Why you ain't changed up? Or why you ain't stayed where you was at? If you ain't trying to better yourself, why you chasing after something that's better than you? Just deal with what you good at. You'll be all right. Did you get what you want? Some pussy. Anyway, I'm gonna get on down. I'm gonna light up one of these J's. Gonna do some other shit. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all good people later.
Told you. Explain everything I learned. Say less. Make them lean in. Let's talk more pool, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already went right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Less, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by. Everybody oversharing, trying to prove they the one. Every detail on display, now the tension is gone. If you in it all the way, what's the reason to stay? No discovery, no desire, no reason to pay. See, attraction is occurring, I just tap in the flow. I don't chase attention, I just give them a glow. When you speaking outcomes, not the steps that you took. Now they leaning in heavy like the end of a hook. Yeah. I don't over justify, I don't beg to be heard. I just plant a small seed, let it spread through the world. And the ones who align, they gon' follow the trail. Curiosity convert, that's a silent sale. If you gotta explain it, you low in your frame. If you quiet with power, they remember your name. It's not what you say, it's the space that you leave. The space turn attention into something they need. I don't post every move, I don't show every win. I let essence talk loud, let it echo within. See the market is loud, everybody compete. But the quiet authority hit different on beat. I give glimpses of vision, I don't open the vault. Make them wonder what's deeper, now they feel it's their fault. If they don't lean in close, they might miss what I know. And that fear of missing out, turn a spark to a glow. I don't argue with doubters, I don't fight for belief. I just let results talk, let success be the brief. If they ready, they find me, if not let them pass. I don't need every eye, I just need the right class. Say less, let it breathe. What's hidden got more gravity. When they ask, you receive. That's the law of attraction, see. Let's talk, more pull, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already went right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Let's talk more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery, make them commit, transparency, make them pass by.